Well, good morning, everybody. Today is May 31st, and today we're going to go back over some super fun facts about the Rothschilds that apparently too many people have amnesia. So here we are at the Freedom Articles, and the article is "The Rothschilds Own Israel and Direct Its Genocidal Policy," just in case anybody may have forgotten who Israel and Rothschild really are. Okay, where the evil is, it's partly the Vatican, but it's also Israel. These are the two most evil places on this planet. Yes, the Jesuits are involved, but they are under the control of the Rothschilds. So let's just take a look, shall we? So the Rothschilds own 80% of Israel, according to Simon Shima, and there's many articles that prove this. They built the Israeli Supreme Court. Yeah, we remember the pyramid where they beat the crap out of me for exposing that? Yeah, that particular Supreme Courthouse, Israeli Supreme Courthouse. They own Reuters and Associated Press, the two biggest media agencies in the world. They have a controlling share in the Royal Dutch Oil Company. Wow, I'm so surprised. And the Bank of England and the LBMA, London Bullion Market Association. Yes, they're taking over all the crypto, by the way. I won't get to that article today, but they have a back door, okay, on everything. Israel, every computer, they will control. Rothschilds will control all the cryptocurrency. Do not be a fool and think it's going to free mankind. That's what they want you to believe. So here they are. They foment wars, instill presidents, dethrone kings, and bankrupt nations. Such is their power. Wow, I'm just so surprised. But apparently the world has gone amnesia on the Balfour document. So today we're going to bring it back up into the forefront. So the Rothschilds typically operate behind the scenes. In the case of Israel, the Rothschilds engineered World War I and waited until 1917 when Britain was in trouble. The Rothschilds then promised the British government that they could get the U.S. to enter World War I on the side of Britain and thus ensure Britain's victory over Germany. However, they wanted something in return. They wanted Palestine. Thus, the Balfour Declaration was created, which is an official letter from the British government Foreign Secretary James Balfour to Baron Rothschild. It states that His Majesty's government view with the favor of the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people. Yeah, we'll just take the land. What do you think the Greater Israel Project is? Stealing land. It's Rothschild. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And will use their best endeavors to facilitate the achievement of this objective. And there is a big problem with this. Palestine was never Britain's to give away. It rightfully belongs to the Arabs and Palestinian people. Did you hear that, Israel? While you're lying to the public every damn day? Yeah, it belongs to the Arabs and Palestinian people living there. The Rothschild Zionist Jews came in, took over, and forcibly evacuated and killed many millions of Palestinians who live there. That's why it's mostly children now, okay, because they killed the adults. But you know, Israel's so afraid of those rocks. Oh my gosh, they have no defense with their machine guns and their napalm and their DEW weapons and their bombs. They're just scared to death of the rocks that these children are throwing. Wow. And you'll see a current article, we're not covering it today, where they're whining and sniveling about the rocks because they're very, very afraid there in Israel. Yeah, it's a real problem. Those rocks are just too much for Israel's weapons. So anyway, so something conceived. All right, so the creation of the Zionist state of Israel was massively unjust right from the start. Of course it was. Something conceived in inequity breeds conflict down the road. And it is no exaggeration to say that the founding of Israel itself may be the precursor of World War III. Of course it is. They continue to this day. Mine, mine, mine. Greed, greed, greed. Rothschild. Yeah. So Zionist Israel controls the government of the U.S., correct, Britain, yes, Canada, yes, France, yes, and more. And the Rothschilds control Israel. Absolutely. And don't forget that Macron worked for the Rothschilds. How convenient. Just so convenient. So now we're just going to flip through a few links that you see. Rothschilds own Israel and direct its genocide. The Balfour Declaration, whoops, guess what, guys? We got to go into that Balfour document. Anyway, on this link here, you see that there are all kinds of links to the Balfour document. They all repeat the same thing, Balfour Declaration. Let's take a look, shall we? Oh yes, what do we have to say here? Balfour Declaration was a public statement issued by the British government during World War I announcing support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. Wow, imagine that. Then an Ottoman region was a minority Jewish population. So His Majesty's government view would favor the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people. Yeah, we're just going to take your freaking land. And then we'll use their best endeavors to facilitate the achievement of this objective. It being clearly understood that nothing should be done which may prejudice the civil and the religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine, or the rights and political status enjoyed by Jews in any other country. The declaration was contained in a letter dated November 1917 from the United Kingdom's Foreign Secretary, Arthur Balfour, sorry about that, to Lord Rothschild, a leader of the British Jewish community, for transmission to the Zionist Federation of Great Britain in Ireland. And the text of the declaration was published in the press November 9th, 1917. Yeah, let's take a look. Oops. Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs, 1782 to 1988. Well, what are we going to get here? This isn't the one I wanted. Let's click the other one. Sorry, guys, I got to work today. I don't have all the time. So I can't be making all these damn mistakes. But here he is. There he is, author. And this is Arthur Balfour. This article is about the British statesman from the steel manufacturer. Yeah, So, let's see. Entering Parliament in 1874, Balfour achieved prominence. Secretary for Ireland. He is the person who created it. So, as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1902 to 1905, as Foreign Secretary from 1916 to 1919, he issued the Balfour Declaration in November 1917 on behalf of the Cabinet. Yes, let's give it to the Rothschilds. That's all we know how to do. Give it away now. Now, let's take a look at this. We got more. How about some pictures for us today? Here's Evelyn. Jacob is probably dead and done. I don't know, just guessing. And they are Jews, not lords. Yeah, they're Jews, people. Yeah, exactly. Jews. Now, let me see. Did I miss anything for you here? Let's go into this one. We have a new one now who's taking over. I bet you didn't know. No, I bet most people did not know. Rothschild passing dynasty on to the 7th generation, marking 200 years of gangster family rule. Gangster family rule, that's correct. Rothschilds, Khazarian bloodline, yes. Khazarian mafia, Israel, yes, all connected. Happy little clan that they are. So here's your new punk-ass leader, world. Okay, to exploit humans on this planet. This guy, 37 years old, this little punk. And by the way, a lot of 30-year-olds, we have 5 world leaders now that are in their 30s. Saudi Arabia now, New Zealand has one. You've got France, and there's 5. You've got Austria, and there's one more. And now you have Junior Small Fry Rothschild at 37, because the 30-year-olds are poised for the New World Order. Correct. That's exactly what's going on. So here he is. The Rothschild banking empire will ensure that its control continues to stay within the family for a seventh generation, as David D. Rothschild, 75, is set to hand the role of chairman over to his son, Alexander de Rothschild, 37, in June. Now, I heard May, but could be June. So the banking dynasty has been passed between generations for the last 200 years, and it started with Mayor Armschel Rothschild as a French railway company. How perfect for Macron in France, too. Yes, of course, he worked for the Rothschilds. That's why he's the leader of France, which he's not a leader, he's a puppet. So anyway, they had their 5 sons, established banking businesses across Europe. We're not even going to get into all of that. And let me do show you something else. The Rothschild family has also shown its influence in U.S. operations by working closely.
Well, I'm going to cut her video short because the rest is already well-known information and very, repetitive. But this is mirrored from Cindy Garay's channel. Check her out. She puts out a lot of good articles, great information. And if you want to watch the rest of this video, I will put it in the link below. All right, thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.
With political figures